I had big plans today to make, an amazing vlog. I was actually going to go out, because we're still allowed to go out here in Bali. It's possible. I spoke to Anik, and she said as long as you wear a mask. I'm not sure that the police are cracking down or anything on travel on the road. I did have my reasons, because I need to go to Kimia Farmer in Kuta, and also thought I'd check out Seminyak. But the problem is, I just feel so lazy. I've been at home for 5 days or more, and the problem with not doing very much is that it makes you sort of want to not do very much. Isn't it funny that we've just all gotten healthier, theoretically, not me maybe, and then gotten really fit, and then we're confined to our homes. So hopefully you're coping okay and get the heart rate up once a day, etc. I don't, but don't do as I do, just do as I say. I wanted to dedicate this vlog now as I sit here in the pool lazily to Kev in Thailand. Kevin Burt had an amazing vlogging channel on Thailand, and he was a friend of mine. He was the one that sort of started me on this whole thing. It's all his fault. I don't know, I started watching his vlogs, and I just saw a man talking into a camera, and luckily he was much more charismatic than me and had that sort of quirky thing about him, and this sort of permanent smile and a great accent, and I just somehow ended up contacting him, and the next thing just with help with help for the channel, for my channel, because it was tiny and it still is. Kev passed away 2:30 a.m. on the 7th, a few days ago, and of cancer. And so I have cancer, as some of you may know, and mine's terminal too. But we took different paths. I first contacted him and I said, this is what I want to do. I want to move to Bali and I just want to do YouTube. And he said, well, this is what you need to do. And it was great, solid advice. I said to him, I'm on my last legs, mate. I've kind of got nothing. I don't know where to turn. I'm a creative person and I need to occupy my mind, because at that stage I was suffering very badly from depression, not cancer yet, when I first contacted him. And he was just so generous with his time, no matter what time of day. I mean, he'd be sitting in a restaurant and sort of texting me, saying, I'm just here having dinner with my wife, who we never put on camera, which was very also generous of him, I think, just to sort of seem like it was just him and not try to involve her and, maybe make her feel embarrassed or maybe be shy, or just oh yeah, Kev's just doing his thing for a minute. I don't know what I'm trying to say there. But, and then we started doing video calls, and the calls were just again, so generous, and just a great man. And then I got diagnosed with cancer, and he wasn't very respondent, because I don't think he knew how to deal with it. A lot of people don't. They don't know what to say. They don't know how to respond, how to act even. And I mean, this is not a friend, really at that stage. And to even say that he was a friend probably is, he was a mentor, to me. An amazing mentor. And yeah, there was a little bit of a gap there where we didn't really talk, because I think he didn't really know how to handle it. And then he had a incredibly fast weight loss, and he said to his subscribers, I don't know what's going on, I need to find out, we'll find out soon. And of course, right then I knew that this was cancer for sure, because rapid weight loss, like within a week or 2 or 3, is pretty much going to be cancer. Unfortunately, he got a really aggressive form of esophageal cancer, which often alcoholics die of, and he didn't drink. He'd have the odd beer. He smoked like a chimney, so you should say, oh, it should have been lung cancer. It's always ironic, life, isn't it? But after we started chatting again on camera, after that, he actually contacted me and said, well, this is my situation. And I continued to go through that process with him, and it wasn't pretty. He chose to, first of all, have an operation in Thailand. It was esophageal cancer is a massive operation. Sorry if the subject matter is not appealing, just switch off. But this is a tribute to my mate, and I thought, well, it's going to be a bit ugly, because my surgery line was ugly. But then I video called him, or him me, after the operation, and they take out half of your back and half of your front, and and then he said, all right, well, now they've said I've got to have, he actually had to have chemo before that to reduce the cancer, so he was already not well. I spoke to him when he was actually literally having chemo. He had the drip in his arm, and I'm just here having chemo, and his spirits were still good, his smile was still good, and his accent was still there, which was, always appealing, I think, to a lot of subscribers. And just his general character and his general being and his general positivity to subscribers was just all-encompassing, and what he gave to, so many people was just so much, because I know how much he earned, doing this, and I can tell you now that his input was far less than what he got in return monetarily. I don't want to say how much, but let's just say that you could sort of base it around £50 a week, that with 30,000 subscribers. And it's just a really, really tragic loss. And he went down the chemo path, and then he had the operation, and he just by then was the mere shadow of his former self. And then he sort of reached out to me again and said, this is my plan, for the future. And he couldn't get food down after the operation. He was having a lot of trouble. He sort of managed to get up and about with Rob in Thailand, and Rob in Thailand was such a massive support for Kev in Thailand. So Rob in Thailand is 20 seconds in Thailand. And so Kevin basically mentored him as well, but actually in the country, and they were friends together. And so Rob, I actually reached out to Rob and said, mate, Kevin's saying this, Kevin's saying that, he needs support now, and thank God, not because of me, but thank God that Rob already had that in mind, and he was going ahead and doing that. And he was transporting. I said, look, Kev wants to go to Bangkok, but he doesn't want to really stay in a hotel there, and he wants to come back to and fro from his home, and so Rob was helping him out with all of that. So amazing man, Rob, 20 seconds in Thailand. And then after he sort of found that the operation hadn't really worked, and that he was terminal, he sort of asked me about getting hemp oil. So I searched all of the places for him in England that he could get it, and in Spain, because that's the two places that he was going to. And he, that was about it for me and him. It was just sort of, thank you very much, and so he headed off back to his country. He'd been living in Pattaya in Thailand, and just making wonderful vlogs, and He's just a really, really amazing mentor to me, and I'm all his fault, so you can blame him. Yeah, I think just from what I know of him, he's just a beautiful man, and yeah, I just I mean, we can't do much now. It's not much good watching the channel because, you know, there's nothing we can do now. He's gone. I went down the other path and chose not to have the first surgery that they offered, then now the second one, and also no chemo. And I'm not saying anything about that. I'm just saying that it was quite interesting that our paths were the same but quite different. And man, I hope he's just, you know, hope he's just rested in a new peaceful spot and still got that smile. Yeah. See ya.